Well, here you go. It's another edition of the Kevin and Casey podcast. Always fun.
It is. It's. We have a blast. We really do.
And we've been asking for the longest time. I cannot believe we're actually getting to do this. We got a phone call.
We did.
We have a phone call. And this is what we heard.
Hi, Kevin. This is your favorite fan in the whole wide world.
This is your mom.
Yes, it is. She finally called for you, Kevin.
She did. I was waiting for the longest time.
Apparently, every couple of weeks you talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is manure. I do have a pair of moose dropping earrings
Yes,
that a
she
friend
does.
of mine got me when she went up to Alaska. I don't know if Casey remembers them or not, but there are
yes, I
decorative
do.
things you can do with animal droppings. Just some food for thought for the day. I might give you a call back later. I'll be listening for you and Casey on your podcast again.
Thank you, Pat.
Love, Pat.
Love Pat. Like she's
I
writing
love
a
that.
letter.
That's exactly
Love
what
Pat.
she said. I might call you back.
She might, yeah. Actually, no, she's right, though. You ask any 3-year-old, there are a lot of creative things you can do with poop.
There is.
Okay?
I remember those earrings too. They were little brown, and I think they even had red hearts painted on them.
But they're
with the hook.
actually moose feces.
They were moose poop. Yep, moose poop earrings. I remember when she got them, and I thought they were the coolest things. And then my mom told me they were poop, and there was a little thing that validated it was poop. You know, little paper that came with them, and I'm like,
officially poop.
yeah,
It's certified and validated.
that's right. That's
Honest,
right.
genuine Alaskan
I had a picture
poop.
of the moose that. No, I'm just kidding. No, it really didn't go that far. But yes, I do remember those, Mom.
This is exiting the moose so you know it's real. Wow. Hey, well, listen, if you want to follow in Pat, thank you, Pat, by the way. I so appreciate that. But let me just tell you, by the way, we had a much longer call from Pat. I mean, it went on for about 4 days, okay? But I really had to edit it down because...
Mom, the podcast is only 12 minutes. Come on now. You just took up the entire podcast.
But if you want to follow in Pat's lead, you can give us a call. The Kevin and Casey podcast hotline is 856-318-9873. 856-318-9873. You can also email us, Kevin and Casey at kevinhilly.com.
Yes.
Love to hear from you. Hey, if Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber got in a fight, who do you think would win?
Oh, man. You know, if it was just persons, I would think Tom Cruise, but I could see Justin Bieber getting a little dirty. You know, getting like a knife out or something. It depends on how serious it is.
Okay, well, this is the real question, and I'll tell you why. Apparently, I guess at some point, I don't know the whole history behind this, Justin Bieber had been sort of trash-talking about Tom Cruise.
What?
I don't know what the foundation of that was, but anyway, so now there is talk of them doing a UFC fight.
Oh.
And
I would watch that.
So would I. In fact, they say it would probably be the biggest UFC event ever.
Oh, I believe it.
They'd
for
each
sure.
probably
think of the money they'd bring in.
but they would
it could be a fundraiser. See?
Exactly. It probably would end up being a charity thing. But they would each be in line to make like $100 million each.
Oh, I believe it though. You know, the reason I picked Tom too is I think he does a lot of his own stunts and everything. So he's got those moves already.
Well, and Tom Cruise, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he, or maybe he still does, take the HGH, human growth hormone?
I don't know.
Because the man's 57 years old.
Yeah.
So, but he looks like he's about 30.
He does. Yeah, he looks. Yeah. He's
But Justin Bieber, let's not take away from him. He's 25 years old. He's still got
young,
he's got the benefit of
energy,
youth and agility. Yeah.
And he's got dance moves, so you can turn that into fight moves. Maybe what do they like? The dance around the ring. That would be fun. I hope they do that. Actually,
I would love to. If you go to, I will tell you that we have a poll right now on our 1019 The Wave Facebook page, and asking that exact question. Now, I don't want to give away who, but there is one of these two choices is running away with the vote.
Really? Okay.
Running away with it.
Out.
And I don't know if it's his fans checking in and just want to vote for him, or whether it's based on some logic. I don't know. But anyway, if weigh in. The poll is good through, I think, the end of this week. If you're listening, we're recording this on July 9th.
Okay.
So it's good through the end.
How interesting.
I know.
I hope they do roll that out. That'd be fun.
I would love to. Can you? I mean.
Then think about what it would start. Because they used to have celebrity boxing. Do you remember that?
Tanya Harding against...
Paula Jones, wasn't
Paula
it?
Jones, I think. Bill Clinton's girl.
That's
Paula
right.
Jones,
I
yeah,
just remember the nose.
Come on, Tanya. Hit her hard.
Love your Bill impersonation.
Oh,
That's
thank
perfect.
Casey.
That's
Thank
perfect.
you. I got a lot of talents. Ask the ladies.
Oh my.
Sorry, Hillary. How come you're looking at me like that? So, but yeah, that would be fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
The celebrity death match they used to do.
Yes,
On
that's
MTV.
right. I forgot about
It was
that.
MTV.
The
That's what it
clay
was.
Figurines, wasn't it? There wasn't even. Oh,
But
that's awesome.
Tom Cruise is 57 years old. Bieber's 25. So I don't know. We'll see if it happens. But there is
I think experience will outweigh the youth on that
You
one.
think?
I hope.
You think there's a
Yeah.
big payday though if they do it? So
That's right.
You guys, if you're listening, right, you might want to consider it. Okay, Casey,
Okay.
what is your nationality? What background do you have?
Oh, I'm a mutt. I'm not kidding.
That's what I want to hear. Good. Okay, tell me
I
what
have
you got.
Blackfoot Indian, Irish. Hold on, Hungarian,
Flatfoot Indian.
Blackfoot
Blackfoot.
Indian.
Flatfoot.
Yeah,
I've never
I do
heard of that
flat feet, but
tribe.
yeah, no.
Wow.
Oh gosh, I know I'm forgetting one more.
Oh,
Oh,
you got
German.
You got
German,
a lot.
Hungarian,
What are you
Irish.
the most of? Do you have a larger percentage of one than the other?
I think the top two would be the German and Irish, but I don't know
Okay.
exactly which one outweighs the other.
All right.
I want to try that testing kit one of these days.
Well, yeah, the me and 23andMe or whatever.
Something like that, yeah, where you do the
Okay.
swab and they'll tell you. That, you know.
Here's the reason I bring this up, because they've apparently done a survey of the sexiest nationalities.
Oh,
And I don't
okay.
know if this is based on, accent.
Okay,
Or
I was going to say accent.
if
does
you know
go
a
into play.
person of that lineage, like a famous person,
Sure.
and so you see
They're
them, and you're like,
influenced.
"Whoa, look at him
Yeah.
or her," you know?
Yeah, right.
I don't
Okay.
know, but on the list, I have to tell you, I'm rather disappointed, and based on what you said, you should be disappointed too. Irish.
None. Oh, Irish.
Irish is at the bottom of the list. This is 50 nationalities.
That's horrible.
Irish is at the bottom. I'm half Irish.
Oh God.
And it's at the bottom of the list of sexiest national. Well,
You
now,
know-
I don't know how. If you're a lady, you hear this, it doesn't make your legs turn to jelly. You know what I mean? I don't get that. I don't know.
I think the perception though of Irish is the pale skin, red hair,
Yeah.
all that. But my brother got
Somebody
that.
named Duffy. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly it. Oh. No, I love the accent though. Not yours necessarily, but
No.
I love the true, genuine Irish
Yeah, well,
accent.
I mean, if I hear like, I know Downton Abbey had a couple of actresses on there who
Yeah.
were Irish, but I mean they're attractive too, so
Sure.
that
Well,
helps.
yeah, that
I mean, if you have somebody that's like this, like it's after me, Lucky Charms, that's
I've never met anyone that sounds like the leprechaun.
I know. Well, okay, so so number 50 is Irish, right?
Okay.
You mentioned German.
Yes.
That's number 44.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Yeah.
At the bottom of the list, Croatian, Belgian, Slovenian. Our first lady,
Yeah. Yeah. What's her name?
oh my God, I cannot believe I'm drawing a blank on our first
Starts
lady.
with an M.
He's Slovenian.
The heck is it? Oh gosh. That's
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kick
yeah.
myself on this one.
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, American is number 45. See, they took this. I think
'cause
they
they're
asked people
obese
around the
and-
world
yeah.
about this. So.
I was going to say, who took this poll
I don't
and where, what location?
now, see, I'll tell you, if they were asking me, I would say, ooh, maybe Swedish. Because, you think it's hot, the Swedish. And especially
Yeah.
the blonde and number 39 on the list.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
That's interesting.
All right, let's go toward the top of the list.
Italian.
Italian is number 7.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Now, part of
Australian. Ooh, yeah.
Australian is
I love that
far
accent.
down the list here.
Really?
In fact, I don't even see all. Oh, no, excuse me. I stand corrected. Number 5.
Okay.
Australian
okay.
is number 5. Number 4, Melania, by the way. Melania.
Melania. There we go. That's right.
First Lady
I was
Melania.
thinking Mulan, and I'm not saying that
I
out loud.
so apologize. I think you're wonderful, and I love you. I so
I think
apologize.
you should just cut that part out of the podcast.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Like-
If you're hearing that part right now, it means I was lazy in editing, okay? That's what that means. Number 4, Brazilian.
Okay. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also a shaving technique, right? Isn't
It is.
I think, I'm just saying. Number 3, I'm surprised to see this, Filipino.
Really? Okay.
Sexiest nationalities. Sexy. Number 3. Number 2, Danish.
See, I would never have guessed
Now,
Danish.
see, that goes with the Swedish as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it
The
does.
Scandinavian
That covers-
blondes.
yeah. I
Anyway.
really want to know what the judging criteria was based on.
I really don't know. I
Who was number one? I'm
Scratching my
curious.
head. What would you? Okay, well, you already gave some guesses that you think would be number 1.
Uh-huh.
So when you hear this, you're gonna be like, "What?
Okay, I'm ready.
Ukrainian?
What? Yeah, what?
See, Ukrainian. What is
I
up
would
with that?
never have guessed.
I don't
but
know.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I don't know why, but Ukrainian
That's funny.
came up at the
You
top.
know, my
of
husband works with a Ukrainian, and he comes home telling the funniest jokes because it's all about
Oh, the Ukraine.
translation.
Yes. Yes.
He's-
I know. I don't know. But I do have to say one thing about this. Okay, number 8 is Armenian, and I'm half Armenian.
Okay.
I'm Irish
well,
and
look at
Armenian.
that then. You're,
you know?
that just stepped you up a little bit
My
further.
dad's side of the family is Irish. My mom's side is Armenian, right? And people are like, Irish and Armenian, what did your parents meet off the boat or something? what a weird combination. Yeah, okay.
That is.
That's what, but here's the thing. Armenian was number 8, which is pretty high on a list of
Yeah.
50. But I'm happy to see that, although I have to say I'm going to resent it if it's at all because of the Kardashians. Because
It probably
I'm
is,
sorry.
honestly.
I don't want anything to do with the Kardashians. But anyway, so
That's
there's
cool. So who was number 2? I'm just curious.
Danish.
Oh, we already covered that.
Danish.
That's right,
Yeah.
Danish. Okay.
Number
okay.
9 was English. The Brits.
See, I figured they would have been further up on the list. Like
10
closer to
Canadian.
Really?
Number 10. See, I hate to say this because I know
So 10 was Canada, and U.S. was what? 40 what?
we were like 45th.
Wow.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, and please don't consider this an insult because I know a number of Canadians and I like them. They're very nice people.
Oh, sure.
I just don't have any kind of passion about the Canadians.
No.
It's sort of like,
Except their health care. Don't get me started on that one.
well, yeah, that's
Yeah, no.
that's a topic
That's
for
not
a
a
whole
podcast
nother day,
topic.
my friend. But I
That
mean,
is
I feel
interesting,
the same
though.
way about Canadians as I do like my coffee cup. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I
There's
enjoy
nothing
it, but I don't.
unique. Yeah.
And I'm sure.
even like
other when you get past hockey, I'm sorry. See, now I'm going to
maple
hear.
syrup.
I'm going to hear from the Canadians. No, see, I think of New England for
That's-
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to hear from the Canadians. I'm not insulting you, all right?
No.
Back to Justin Bieber, though. You know, I'm just
That's kind of
saying.
interesting. So I'm curious on the what they ranked everything on. as far
I'd like
as-
to know some of the criteria. Maybe we can find that
Yeah.
for next time. But anyway,
It doesn't bother me that
This might be
much.
the first podcast where I get in trouble. I don't know.
Could be.
See,
We'll see. Either you or me.
Angry
We-
mob of
we both
Canadians.
brought up
I know that's
topics.
true. That's true. Well, there you go. That is this edition of the Kevin and Casey podcast. And again, you can do what Casey's mom Pat did.
Thanks,
Call
Mom.
us. Yeah. Hey, maybe you're an angry Canadian. You know. You know. Come on. I don't know. If you can dial a U.S. number, it's 856-318-9873. You can tell us about that fabulous Canadian health care.
Or call us with
If
your
you
best Ukrainian impersonation. See? That could be
Or
fun.
Irish.
Or Irish. Yeah, somebody please.
You can do Irish if
Please
you want.
show Kevin what an Irish accent truly is.
Or
I really want a bowl of Lucky Charms right now.
always after me, Lucky Charms. Or you can email us, Kevin and Casey. That's letter K, letter C. Kevin and Casey at kevinhilly.com.
All right.
That's
a
another
wrap.
edition of the Kevin and Casey podcast.